ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಟ್ಟ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ 24x7. ಇದು ವಿಶ್ವಾಸದ ಪ್ರತಿಬಿಂಬ.
Good evening all the participants, entrepreneurs, chartered accountants, startups and aspiring entrepreneurs. Since morning you could listen to our speakers, correct no? Now we will also listen to you. Before listening to you, we will just have one round of their views, then we will come back to you. Okay? It's okay now? Yes. Now see, the purpose of this panel discussion is to bring out various things, various thoughts from the bankers. Okay? The purpose of discussion is to generate more light, not heat. Any discussion, we should generate light, not heat. Don't bring your small petty personal problem. Checkbook you are charging 25 rupees, then 10 rupees debited to my that account, and loan proposal given, manager was not busy. All these things you forget. You ask only policy matters and whatever reasonable discussion made, so that we will bring dust out of them here. And you should know, if you want to meet these tycoons, it takes lot of time. You have to take appointment, and then only you can meet them. Now they have taken your appointment today at 4 o'clock and they are on time. Let us start the show. Thank you. Let us start from our main sponsor, banker Mahesh J. He always talks about MSME. He always breathes MSME. He eats MSME. And he always, in sleep also he talks about MSME. So, how this MSME ecosystem in India is conducive to the growth of MSME entrepreneurs. Everything let us have brief, because 5:30 we need to do.
Big question, but all MSME entrepreneurs are here. So MSME caters to the growth of the country, because I don't want to deal into the statistics, how much percentage and all. See, a person, MSME means like starting from a small trader to a big entrepreneur also, even big and even big industries, they are all dependent on MSME. So the MSMEs, they are in each and every walks of life. So for the growth of our country, I think this is every MSMEs are interlinked. So they are their production, their productivity, their employment generation, then again the percolating effect of all the effect of it is ultimately resulting in the overall GDP growth. I think this SS Nayak should continue with this, because yes.
Now, as I already told Mr. Ashwini Kumar, he has not only experience in India but also in abroad. How banking in India, especially MSMEs, is different from banking in abroad? Can you just please admit?
Namaskar. First of all, MSME.
As far as MSME is concerned, what this topic they have selected, it is, I think, it is very relevant as on today. And unless and until we will not focus for the MSME, because MSME, earlier we were telling that retail business is the growth engine for the banks. But now we are not. We are thinking that MSME is the growth engine, because if production will be there, that also takes care for the bank's deposit side also, the CASA growth, because many of the employment generation will be there, many of the housing loan, the retail loans, the personal loans, so many things. So now MSME has become the focal point, and through that just periphery everything is running around. So like that, I think that you have taken as a very nice topic you have selected, and it will serve the purpose also. So, according to me, there's a very little difference between foreign and what the main question was, foreign MSME and this Indian MSME. But our MSME starts from the very scratch level. That much is not available in foreign country like that. You can think of that whether we all bankers are here in this side. You may not aware, many of you, that we are giving the loan of 10,000 rupees also. It is called PM Sonidhi. Now it has come this PM Vishwakarma like that. So, if we are only seeing that who will finance, which banker will finance for the export of fees, but who will bring that fees?
Let us take about this.
Okay.
Now, Sri Vasanta Shetty.
Okay, sir.
He is from Canara Bank. You always tell together we can. Okay. Together what you are doing, what you can do. Because being you are representing in Canara Bank, you are experienced nearly 4 decades in banking sector. In Canara Bank, what are all the initiatives? Any special dynamic schemes are there?
Yeah. Canara Bank has got many schemes under MSME. Various type of schemes are there which are very beneficial to customers. This MSME definition after July 1st, 2020 revised.
Yeah, that definition and all morning over.
After revision of the definition, MSME, this sector has become very important and many industries are covered under, even service sector also. Earlier that cost of equipment is a separate phenomenon was there. Now it is changed. So now up to 250 crores turnover is treated as a medium enterprises and up to 50 crores machinery is treated as a medium enterprises. So entire industry sector is treated as MSME now. Earlier in our last program, Mr. Sanket Naik told even construction contractors, even some real estaters, provided the payment has not come from the rental income or the sale, is treated as a MSME. So entire sector, majority of our income, our banking loans goes for the MSME sector. So MSME is a vital for economic development of the country and it's a pillar of growth engines of our economy and also our GDP increase. MSME is mainly helpful for the country. So MSME in Canara Bank is giving lot of importance. There are separate MSME Sulabhs or MSME hubs so that the appraisal of proposals are very fast and people are very satisfied with the service of the Canara Bank.
Okay. Now, our family bank across India, our dynamic general manager, Shri Raja BS, you are a private bank. Still, are you participating in all these government schemes and all schemes like CGTMS and other schemes? Karnataka Bank, being now your share prices have jumped. Many people have made lot of money by purchasing your shares also. Let us give a big round of applause for that also. And now you are in a transformation mode also. So can you just throw light on, are you participating in, because you are a private bank, government schemes?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Nayak, sir. In fact, the tagline of each and every bankers is very attractive and it is indicative of how the bankers are very much interested in supporting the all sections of the society. I come to the MSME. I heard one quotation that strengthening of MSME is strengthening of society. So if we strengthen the MSMEs, certainly we are here to gain. So and in the same lines, all the bankers are contributing and in similar way, Karnataka Bank also. We, regarding the private sector or public sector, we don't differentiate much when it comes to the quality of the proposals or entertaining of quality proposals. Whenever we have an opportunity of finding a MSME proposal, we are taking almost all care and caution that are necessary and we are supporting each and every MSME proposals or entrepreneurs in whatever way we can, either by funding or by an advisory role for the branch manager. In sometimes we have seen the manager is not just a person funding the proposal, but he is an advisor also. And we have seen so many schemes are also there from the banks. So in terms of funding, Karnataka Bank is second to none, and we entertain this CGTMSC and all kinds of proposals as well, even right from PM Swanidhi you have told, That also we are participating, and we are happy that the MSME has been a great support for us, and the support of MSME has to be reciprocated by each and every bankers, and we are here to gain a lot from funding of MSME, sir. Thank you.
Problem with the people, I think many people have civil issue, no? Yes or no? Civil issue. Now, earlier when you go to the bank, bankers used to see your face, you are whose son, what is the background, what is the family background, what is your capacity, then they used to lend. Now, if you go to the bank, they see your face, first they will ask PAN card, first they will check CIBIL. After checking CIBIL only, if the CIBIL is good, they will smile at you. If the CIBIL is not good, then whatever may be collateral you are offering, whatever may be the issues, they are not interested. But the problem is, if you don't get the loan there, then another bank you will go, then inquiry will come in CIBIL. See, my question to Mohsin, our big brother in banking, SBI, sometimes what happens, no, mistake is common. Okay? Sunny, deliberately or not. Sometimes people take credit cards, sometimes because of circumstances beyond their control, sometimes because of market adverse situation. Promoter's background is good, all things are good, potentiality is there, but temporary phase, they may be facing some issues. In such case, how you are rating the customer with the CIBIL?
Thank you, Mr. Naik. Good evening, all. See, if I give a definitions how to do it, it won't solve. I'll give an example to you. Recently, we were working on a proposal wherein the customer came up for a jeweler proposal it is. So, we usually do the due diligence initially. So, after doing the due diligence, after taking the PAN card and everything, we saw that a lot of civil issues are there. Then we inquired with the customer. He told that the existing limits with the other banks which he's having, the accounts have not been renewed. Then, okay, civil, the score is around 400. What will you do? So what we did is, we spoke to the bankers there. We arranged for the clarifications, and we understood that the mistake was not on from the customer side. The mistake was on from the banker side, where the renewals had not taken place. So usually now it's all software operated. There is go or no go. If the score is less than some certain percentage, we can't process a loan. But in State Bank of India, we have got provision if there is a genuine reason wherein there is no fault of customer due to various reasons. We have got an option taking all the requirements, and we can upload it and we can give the loan to the customer. In this case, the bank certified that in a letter stating that the account were not renewed because the delay was from their side, not from the customer side. Taking those requests, and we went ahead with the proposal, and the loan got sanctioned also. This is just one instance. There are several such instances like credit card settlements, as you told. Then there is some tractor loan settlements, agriculture. There are various reasons. So, see, as a banker, when I verify the CIBIL, I won't know who is a lender. But as a customer, if you download the CIBIL from yourself, you will know who is a lender. So you go and speak to your banker. If the reason is genuine, if there is no fault of yours, you can write directly to the CIBIL. There is one resolution section in the CIBIL website. You can take all the statements from the bank and upload it over there. There are several resolution agents also who help you for getting this resolution done. But State Bank of India don't endorse that. You can directly contact CIBIL. They will definitely help you. Yes. Thank you.
Mr. Nitin Kumbar, you are a credit expert from head office, great appraisal. There are many confusions. Which proposal is CRE proposal and which proposal is MSME proposal? Sometimes there is a razor thin margin. How you will construe, because there is a RBI circular also, subsequently many circulars have also been notified by RBI. And can you distinguish between CRE proposal and MSME proposal?
Good evening, everybody. First of all, thank you, Naik sir, for giving me this opportunity. How many of you know what is a CRE? Like, I see many laymen.
Real estate proposal, real estate.
So the main difference between the commercial real estate and the MSME is, I'll give you an example. Like if a businessman is buying an office for renting it out, then it is a CRE proposal because he is getting an income from that office. But in the second case, if he is buying that office for his own use, then it is not a CRE proposal. So this is very simple understand example.
In case of hotel industries and all.
Hotel, if you are buying hotel is a MSME, sir.
Yeah, hotel, if you are constructing and operating on your own, it is MSME.
MSME.
And lease out to some other big brands,
Then it is a CRE.
then it is a CRE.
CRE proposal. So the income criteria you need to take into consideration to distinguish between the CRE
How
and
income
the-
is generated.
how the income is generated. So that is the thin line, that is the margin.
Suppose some cases, there is a revenue sharing basis. Okay, one property is purchased and we give to some company on revenue sharing basis. So,
If there is a revenue sharing basis, then it is an MSME, sir.
okay,
Yeah, because
That
50 because the entire income is not for renting out. You are getting some income for operating and some income for because you are owning some of this thing.
okay,
So it is an MSME proposal.
okay.
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Christopher, ICICI Bank.
One more thing I need to add what Baig sir told that if you have a CIBIL issue, you can take a subscription of CIBIL because I have done for many of my clients who had a CIBIL issue. Just go to CIBIL site and you get a subscription for 6 months. I am not endorsing CIBIL here. Let me clarify. But it is very helpful. Even I have downloaded that app and I have taken subscription. And you get a simulator option in that. And it will give you list of possibilities like if you close your credit card, what will be your score. So you can have that lot of options on the app. You can easily use the app and you can improve the score. My score was 740 when I took the subscription. Now it is 830. So it is very easy and very easy to use. So you can solve your CIBIL, all the CIBIL queries in that app itself. You don't need to go to any, but yeah, you need to go to banker in case you have a default or something in a credit card. You need to take a certificate from the bank and you need to upload it on the app. So that is one more addition I need to make. If anybody has a CIBIL issue, they can use this app and take a subscription of CIBIL.
Okay. Mr. Christopher from ICICI Bank, you have spoiled many customers by giving left-right loans earlier. Now you are tightening giving loans also.
Yes.
Correct, no? Even credit card, left-right, you have given credit card. They have been spoiled now. So that their CIBIL score is also spoiled. One way you are encouraging lending. Another way you are indirectly, their future is also at stake. In such cases, what is the solution in your bank? Because your technology is superb. Your many things, you are the what you can leader, we can say. So because of you only, you have threatened many nationalized banks and they have become now alert because of ICICI Bank products and ICICI Bank's dynamism. Okay. So how you are different from others and how you do the business?
Yes,
Some
sir.
secret also you have to tell.
Sure, sir. In fact, thank you, sir, for this opportunity, and it's a big forum. Good evening, all of you. So actually, like sir was telling, there was a time when we were looking at kind of a mass acquisition. So when we went into this mass acquisition, why we went into this mass acquisition? One, I'll just give you a simple example. When we actually step into a new technological mode, for example, if you have to say, when we started ATM in Mangalore. Okay, so ATM in Mangalore, when we started, we were the first one to start an ATM in Mangalore. And when when we used to stand there in the doors and say, when the customers to come to withdraw, we used to say, "Sir, come with me. I will help you to withdraw from the machine here." So customer used to still feel better to stand where there are 15 people in the queue when there's nobody in the ATM. So customer still felt better for them to come and stand in the 15 queue and then take the cash directly from a...
In during demonetization time, November 8th, many people appreciated ICICI Bank.
Exactly, sir.
Because 8 o'clock Modi came in TV, Mere Pyare Bhaiyo or Bhahino. Immediately 8:05 they were in ICICI Bank ATM and to deposit their cash.
So they were appreciating you like anything.
So no, that is there. So that is how, when we started something new, we had to forcefully push people to take and adopt that kind of technology based model. So that is how, when we started credit cards, new way of acquiring credit cards, etc., we went on to the mass base. Now when sir has I rightly identified, now when this issue is coming in, we are there wherever there is an issue comes. There are two examples that sirs gave. One is the CBIL correction, and one more where they can go into an app and also get the CBIL corrected.
If the CBIL is less, you don't see at them.
No, we do, sir. We do.
You see?
Yeah, we definitely.
Okay, tomorrow we will send some people.
Yeah, sir, please. In fact, we do analysis. Earlier it was like, see the CBIL score, like as sir was telling, see the CBIL score, take a decision, say Tata bye-bye. Now it is not that way, definitely. So I would also want to endorse here that, we don't just go by the score. We also will check, what is the default and where is the default and which are the bankers, and if there is no fault of the customer, we have considered
If there is
cases.
no willful defaulter, you are with
We
them.
have considered cases.
Okay, very nice. Now our Mahesh J, what are your flagship schemes? You always say that good people to bank with. How you are good to bank with?
We are having various schemes for MSMEs because our FM is a lady, our MD is a lady, our zone lead here in Mangalore also is a lady. We are having a very beautiful scheme for ladies, and I can see lot of ladies here also. Yeah, it is, see, for ladies it's beauty is most important. The beautifulness we should observe in not only in the physical beauty, we should also observe in the beauty of executing the product, executing the business, everything. So this, since I can see lot of ladies here, I thought let me speak about ladies first. See, this beautiful scheme is, for example, you want to do a business.
Your Shakti is Nari Shakti.
Nari Shakti.
Okay. Can we see what is the Nari Shakti scheme? Anil? Nari Shakti scheme. Okay, you can speak.
Yeah.
We have every slides of all banks, don't we?
Yes. See, for example, you want to do a business by investing 1 crore. Okay. Normally, any other scheme, we demand 25% margin. That means you need to bring in 25 lakh rupees of your own margin to do the business. But here, in this case of Nari Shakti, only 5% margin is enough.
5% margin up to 1 crore and 15% margin above 1 crore up to 10 crores.
Yes.
Earlier collateral, this was very less, but now I think you have increased the collateral comfort.
Yes.
And CGTMSE coverage up to 2 crore was there, now you have increased up to 5 crore.
Up to 5 crores.
Yes.
So that means what I am trying to tell all of you is, if anybody wants to become a fresh new entrepreneur, if you have one gold chain, worth 6 lakh rupees or 5.5 lakh rupees, you can pledge it in the bank.
You can take gold loan as well.
You can take gold loan and start a business worth 1
crore. Oh.
So what is the idea you should have? What is the idea you should have is to had the idea of investing worth 1 crore and generate an income such that you can repay that 1 crore.
And processing fees is also nil up to 1 crore.
Yes.
Correct, no?
See, I'll tell you one thing. Sir is always interested in rate of interest, processing fee, and all other charges which he is going to make.
Because I am in the interest of customers also. No?
Yes, going to make to the bankers. But I would say one thing. You should not look at processing fee, rate of interest and all those things. See, for an entrepreneur, the money which he is going to get, the quickness which he is going to get, and the support which he is going to get from the bank is most important when it compared to processing fee, rate of interest or any other thing.
You got now, buy one get one free now. 1 crore loan, 5 crore, 5 lakh gold loan also.
Yes.
Both the loans you got.
So that means I have given 100% if you are having one gold chain worth of 6 lakh rupees.
Super.
And here, so many people are having lot of ideas to implement, but they cannot implement. Okay. So this, if you are having the ideas, we are having CGTMSE scheme. That is up to 5 crores.
Okay, we will, that is by all the banks.
Yes.
We will cover one by one.
Done.
This your Shakti is Nari Shakti. We
Nari
really
Shakti.
appreciate for your Nari Shakti. And it is a very uniqueness of Union Bank, that Nari Shakti scheme. Really, I appreciate. Even though you charge a little bit more interest, that scheme is good.
No, interest is quite competitive. I don't say it is more.
No. See, risk and return. See, whenever risk you are taking, you will charge. See, anytime, instead of borrowing from NBFCs, bank finance is always cheap. And bank, they always give you long rope. Okay? Either you can walk on the rope, otherwise what you can do with the rope also you know. Okay. Now, let us come to our Bank of Baroda, Mr. Ashwini Kumar. You are talking about exports. How you are promoting exports, and what about your schemes for exports?
See, generally in exports in Mangalore, we are having very small this book size. I don't know why it is there, because 3 months back I came here. Many of the persons, these coastal belts are in foreign country. When I was in Dubai, I know many of the persons who are very successful exporters or importers. But they are doing business in Dubai, but they are not here in this. I don't know. It may be with other banks. I'm not telling that. But as far as Bank of Baroda is concerned, we are having very small segment of export-import business. So we have to see how to improve, and we have to have this some another type of some export-import, you say customer meet we have to do, because we are not having anything here, any good thing. Although we are having in a country level, if you'll see, our export-import business is very good. Even we are having one app also. If you want any, for example, any bank guarantee or letter of credit, you can apply there itself, and it goes to our processing center in Gandhinagar. Even my bank is closed here, then also it will be issued. So it is completely, you are connected with the processing cell and you are getting it. So it is completely digital. So things are very good. Big business houses of India are a client of ours, but not in Mangalore. So Mangalore, if you people are interested for that, we welcome you all. Please connect to us and we'll serve you.
Now our Vasant Shetty. Now, any loan, if it is given, that first question I told CIBIL, then you are going for rating. Yes. Correct? No? Yes. How you are making rating of loan products? And CIBIL is okay.
CIBIL also I want to.
Yeah, and rating how you are going to do, and how pricing will be done, and what are all the factors customers should bear in mind to maintain good CIBIL and good rating.
Yeah, CIBIL rating, I am having one more idea, because our banker, other banker friend, he has told. See, so last 2-3 years, more than 100 CIBIL reports have corrected. See, we have to take the Aadhaar and PAN card of the party and bank statement from the party and directly send a letter, register post letter to CIBIL World Trade Center, Mumbai. Within 15-20 days, you will get reply. Sometimes they will take up with the banks, respective individual banks, and correct the CIBIL. Recently, about 10 to 15 CIBIL last 2 months have corrected. Their CIBIL roads are less than 700. It is now above 750. This is the CIBIL you can do. Anybody is having problem in the CIBIL report. CIBIL report, one thing, repayment should be prompt. And in case of some banks, they will ignore the credit card write-offs or credit card overdues if it is more than 5 years. More than 5 years. Less than 5 years, that CIBIL rating overdues, this credit card overdues will count. But more than 5 years, and personal loan overdues. Personal loan overdues will be treated as a overdues only. It will not be eliminated, or it will not be this one. So, personal loan, anything overdue is there, your CIBIL report will always spoil. And taking of CIBIL every now and then. See, every month, some people every month they are taking CIBIL. Then only gradually their CIBIL rate will be reduced. You see, one CIBIL you take this month, same CIBIL next month you take, your CIBIL rate will
CIBIL score will not improve unless your quality of servicing of the loan improves. Yes. You can log in any number of times, your CIBIL score will not improve unless your quality of servicing of the loan improves. That is the main fact. Quality of
service is the main point, but frequently taking of CIBIL also will affect your CIBIL rating.
Okay. Now our Raja BS, General Manager, Karnataka Bank. What are all the disciplines you expect from customer side?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So to start with, in fact, all our friends have told about CIBIL. In fact, CIBIL and rating, all these things are like a horoscope in marriage market. We cannot depend on horoscope too much. We have to see the proposal, we have to see the parties. Horoscope is to a certain extent. Of course, sometimes the horoscope will determine our mindset also. So coming to your question, sir, how to maintain the discipline or what kind of...
Customers, how they can maintain good CIBIL
Yes.
and good rating by discipline. What
Yes.
are all disciplines they have to take?
Yes, many times I feel during our past experience we have seen lot of customers expect the bankers to remind. In fact, what is expected from the customers is, let me do my duty first of all. So then reminders questions will not come first of all. So let me understand the loan first. Let me do my business in the proper way. And let me utilize the loan amount for the purpose for which it is sanctioned. If at all I do all these things, if at all I am 100% aware of the loans, 100% aware of my responsibility, 100% aware of the terms and conditions of the loan, then 50% of the battle is won. So what we need is our customers to, our borrowers, to understand the loan terms, to understand the intricacies of loan availment as well as sanction, as well as release and documentation as well, and then properly utilize the loan, and more than that, do the business in most sincere way, so that the walking through the life of the business is much more easier. Many of the financial problems start because of the indiscipline. Right from the diversion, it starts. We have seen sometimes. So major point utilized for some of the unremunerative purposes, business purposes of course, unremunerative purpose, purchase of big car. We have seen that.
But you are giving attractive rate of interest
Yes.
for big cars and you lend very
That
fast.
is true. But if the business funds are diverted towards the business, non-business activities, then financial indiscipline is certain to start. So discipline has to come from inside the customers as well as the bankers. Bankers should avoid the delay and have the helping attitude. At the same time, the borrowers have to have their own discipline. Discipline is just like having a compound and having a fencing for ourselves. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Now, you are chartered accountant.
Right.
Okay. CA Amitabh Dikshit is a zonal head of ICICI Bank. Now, Christopher is replaced by you, I think. Okay. Now, he is not scared, no? Okay. Is there? Okay.
None of us is scared.
Okay. Now, what are all the disciplines customer have to maintain for keeping up this good CIBIL and good rating?
So very valid question, sir. And I was hearing my predecessors also who just discussed a couple of points on CIBIL. So one point on CIBIL and then on discipline. CIBIL will not improve by looking multiple times, but it will go down. So the number of inquiries do not reflect well on your overall credit behavior and credit score. The more inquiries you do, the lower your score would come. Because a bank, when it looks at CIBIL and it looks at multiple
But the problem is what happens now, if I submit the housing loan, first you have to check legal valuation, eligibility. Then if you are ready to lend, then you have to check CIBIL. But the problem with bankers is first they will check CIBIL, remaining all. If for any other reason, if it is not done, another bank if go, there will come inquiry. That is wrong, I am telling.
No, I'll tell you, sir. It's also a valid quick point. The only challenge in all this is, see, every one of us looks to optimize our ways and means of working. I need to improve my efficiency. So if I look at the customer CIBIL, and at times that CIBIL first hand gives me a sense of this is a proposal not worth taking ahead, then I would drop it based on CIBIL. The first check that I would do is CIBIL, because that's the easiest thing for me to do and it's also cost effective. So that is why I would do CIBIL first. The point is, see, when you approach a banker, the banker may raise multiple inquiries. But what you all need to do as customers is, you don't initiate, today CIBIL is readily available. You go to a policy bazaar site, it will say CIBIL chahiye kya. You will go to any credit bureau, the first thing it will say is, you need your CIBIL score, generate it in 1 minute. Don't generate it. The moment you generate it multiple times, it impacts your credit score. That is one.
It is like blood sugar. Without having discipline in your lifestyle, every time you are going for checking up your health checkup, and you are in unnecessarily you are spending money for lab.
You end up spilling more blood instead of getting more better readings. That's about it. So other point on discipline, a very valid question, sir. So what a borrower can do to improve discipline is simple. You need to keep things simple. First and foremost is almost all kind of loans that you can pay every month. One, you should have such loans. So a lot of times people feel that I don't need a loan. So why should I take a loan? The point is, the higher value loan you've paid, the even higher value loan you become eligible for. It's a basic concept. If I take a 1 crore loan and I've repaid it well, I automatically become eligible for the next level of loan. So first things first, everybody should opt for monthly kind of loans. This will also be good because it doesn't eat into our savings, and periodic repayment happens, systematic behavior remains. So that is one thing. The other point in this is all the loans that are repayable on a monthly basis, especially a product like a credit card, you should set a auto debit from your account. Now, what is this auto debit? It looks very simple.
Auto debit from account and maintain required balance in the account also.
Naturally.
Then one more thing I wanted to say, those who are having CC account, suppose we have 5 crore CC limit. If it is 1% per month interest, we will think 5 lakhs is the interest per month. Correct, no?
Correct.
Then everybody knows that at the end of the month, midnight, your interest will hit. So every time 99 lakh, 99,000, 4 crore, 99 lakh, 90,000, then overdraw because of interest this. So you have to maintain sufficient balance because you know that interest is going to be charged. So if your limit is there, you should not utilize more than 90% of the limit, provided bankers give you sufficient limit. Correct? No? Okay, let us limit your this. We will go to Mr. Nitin. What are the good why bankers are scared for CGTMSE loan? Because there is up to 2 crore, earlier was there, now 5 crore, and lot of pitch is given. CGTMSE fees is also reduced. But whenever CGTMSE loans we give, some banks, they charge also more rate of interest for CGTMSE loans than...
it is not like that actually. We are not charging higher rate of interest for CGTMSE account. The issue with CGTMSE, what I feel, what I have seen over the years, is people are not comfortable to do CGTMSE loans. Because I'll talk of the banker's perspective. They will give a CGTMSE loan to a person who they know properly. Like if he is a
Correct.
his background and he is dealing with...
No, appraisal is required.
Yeah, appraisal, that is there. But he should be comfortable with that customer.
Correct.
Any new customer who will walk into the branch and ask for a CGTMSE loan of 5 crore, I don't think any banker will entertain it. He needs to have that comfort level with the customer. That this customer is a good customer. He should visit it.
Hybrid. Okay.
Yeah. So this is all human thinking, what I feel.
What is the hybrid scheme? Can you tell?
Hybrid scheme is where you have a little collateral. For example, if a bank requires a collateral percentage of 50% and you have 10% collateral, so bank can give you a hybrid scheme loan where they'll take 10% collateral from you and the remaining part they'll cover in CGTMSE. So even banker, why this hybrid scheme is so...
But that hybrid scheme good because you will have pari-passu charge. CGTMSE will, credit guarantee trust will have also pari-passu charge on this.
Yeah, one more psychological thing I'll tell you in this. Like if I have a flat of around 30 lakh rupees and I need a loan of 2 crore rupees. And if I go to a branch and then I tell that I have this flat boss and I don't have any other collateral property, but I am staying in this flat and I am ready to give it as a mortgage to your credit facilities. So I as a banker will be very comfortable because he is giving his own house. He has a stake in that business. So he is serious about his business. So that is another psychological, the banker will be very comfortable to give me 2 crores CGTMSE plus 30 lakh hybrid. In the sense 1 crore 70 lakh CGTMSE and 30 lakh he will take as a collateral. So that is another, that's why this scheme is very popular actually, hybrid scheme. Because people are not having the...
See, CGTMSE scheme, all of you are aware about that?
So it is a
Up
collateral.
to 5 crore collateral free loan bank can give. They can give, whether they give or not different issue. They can give Jaminu Beda, Jaminu Beda. That is the scheme, CGT MSC scheme. Okay, let us come to Mohsin. Rating, what is rating and how you rate the customers?
So rating is basically CRA we call credit risk assessment. Basically under this process we assess the health of the company or the entity. After assessing the health of the company or entity, we fix a pricing. If somebody tells you outrightly that I'll give a pricing of 8%, 9%, 10%, it means basically is bluffing until unless it is a tailor-made scheme. So basically, what is CRA rating? CRA rating is where I assess the financial health of a company. There are three criteria in this. One most important criteria is a financial health analysis. Taking the P&L and taking the balance sheet of an audited financial year, we do a rating. Based on that rating, there are several benchmarks for all the ratios. Basically, the liquidity ratio, the gearing ratio. Gearing ratio, that is 12 upon TNW, or the liquidity ratio, what we call as a current ratio, the quick ratio. So this financial rating is a very important rating for assessing the health of the unit. The second one is the management rating. Management rating, how old is a borrower, what is his experience. So this is also one more thing. And third one is the business, what he is doing. How good the product, what he is manufacturing. So all these criteria form the rating process, and accordingly a rating will be allotted. In my bank, that is in State Bank of India, we have got a rating process from SB1 to SB16. So SB1 to SB10 is we take such proposals. SB11, SB12, until unless it's a Government of India or Government of Karnataka undertaking, we take such proposals. SB16 is basically, SB10 and above, we usually avoid it. So this is basically the rating process.
Mr. Mahesha, I wanted to ask you regarding, I told no, which one? Because which question you are comfortable, that's why I wanted to.
See, I am comfortable with all the questions. See, actually, since everyone discussing about CIBIL, it's a very big subject, CIBIL as such. One thing like if we are checking every time now and then, my score is getting reduced. So what I suggest everyone is, don't check from the sites like Bazaar and all, or from the banks also. So what you have to do is, as Mr. Mohsin said, you have to take your own user ID login, download the app, or you can go to the site and from there you check it up, then your scoring will not be reduced. That is number one. And so Mr. Nayak wanted to ask me about the DCCO extension.
DCCO extension, because people, those who are setting up of new projects or existing projects, they are doing expansion. So if that moratorium is short, then how to extend? That is called date of commencement of commercial production. What are the norms?
See, actually DCCO extension, first of all we have to understand why the question of DCCO extension. See, I'll go back to my previous question wherein I discussed about Nari Shakti, wherein I said with 5 lakh rupees you can do a business of 1 crore. Means investment of 1 crore, or your turnover may be anything. For MSME, anything below 250 crores is an MSME, total turnover. See, there are people with an investment of 1 crore, there are people who are doing a turnover of 1 crore also, there are people who are doing 250 crore turnover also. So that initial investment I am referring to. So if you are invested 1 crore of worth of amount and you have told to the bank that in next 18 months I am going to start my production. Okay, due to some reasons or the other you are not able to start the production, then you need to say that this is the reason wherein I am not able to start my commercial operation, whether it is production or anything. If it's an industry or it's a unit, then it's a production, or if it's in any like even in real estate, some construction, like that only. So if you are not able to complete your project within time, then you need to, because the bank expectation is if you have told in 18 months I am going to complete the project and start going to repayment, then bank will ask on the 18th month, yes, you told at the time of availing the loan that you are going to make the repayment on the 18th month. You have not started. So at that time, you will come out with a reason. These are the reasons which are beyond your control. Because of that, you want an extension. So normally, as a banker, and RBI also allowed 2 times extension in the DCCO over a period of 2 years. So that will be subject to the acceptance
2
of
years or 1 year, 6 months?
1 year each time. So that is for non-infrastructure.
Okay.
2 years.
Infrastructure 2 years and real estate 6 months 2 times. That is maximum 1 year. Earlier real estate was not there. Now it is DCC also there. Correct, no? Yeah. Okay. Now, Mr. Ashwini Kumar, due to restructuring of
Celebrate with Bhima Shubha Deepavali offers from 16th October to 19th November. Get up to rupees 1,000 off on gold and silver for every purchase of rupees 10,000. Exchange your old gold and get additional rupees 800 per 8 grams.
Pay only 90% per carat for diamonds. Get a gift voucher of rupees 1,000 for every purchase of rupees 75,000.
Bumper prize 18 Citroen C3 cars.
Bhima Jewelers, Bengaluru, Udupi, Hassan, Mangaluru, Shivamoga, Vijayawada, Chennai, Rajamundry, Hosur, Belagavi. Also available on bhimagold.com. TNC apply.
ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಅಡುಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋ ಹಾಗಿದೆಯಾ? ಸನ್ ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ಸನ್ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಎಣ್ಣೆಗೆ ಬದಲಾಗಿ. ಅದು ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಹಾಗೂ ಫಿಸಿಕಲಿ ರಿಫೈನ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ.
ಬೇಗ ಹೋಗಿ
ಹುಷಾರಾಗಿ ಬೇಗ ಬೇಗ. ಮೇಡಮ್, ನಿಮ್ ಹುಷಾರಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವಿಲ್ದೆ ಬೇಗ ಬೇಗ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಏನಿ ಚೀಪ್ ಆಯಿಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಂದಿದ್ರಾ, ಅದನ್ನ ಬೇಗ ಬೇಗ ಹೋಗಿ ಹುಷಾರಾಗಿ ವಾಪಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಹುಷಾರಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂತ ಆಯಿಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಂದು ಆವಾಗ ನಾನ್ ನಿಮ್ ಹುಷಾರಾಗಿ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ ಬೇಗ ಬೇಗ.
ಅದ್ಯಾವ ಆಯಿಲ್?
ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ರಿಫೈನ್ಡ್ ಸನ್ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಆಯಿಲ್ 100% ಪ್ಯೂರ್, ತುಂಬಾ ಲೈಟ್. ಇದರಿಂದ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಎಣ್ಣೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಅಡಿಗೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಆರೋಗ್ಯನ ಹುಷಾರಾಗಿ ಕಾಪಾಡಿ.
ಇನ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನೇ ಇದ್ರು ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಮಾತ್ರ.
ಹುಷಾರಾಗಿದೆ.
of loans, lot of issues are there. See, now you have brought that norms of Basel III norms, not now, from long back. In India also, 90 days, 91 days ho gaya to NPA. After surfacing, you have become more strong. Even if for circumstances beyond the control of the customers and good reasons also, if there is a default, you try to pressurize in such a way that they will borrow from NBFC or he will sell one asset, then invest in repay the loan or diversion of working capital for servicing the loan. All these issues are there. Whenever genuine reasons are there, of course I know RBI restructure norms. If you restructure the loan, next 1 year it will continue to be downgrade, that is NPA. So that's why you are scared. See, sometimes what happens, if a person gets fracture, you should take him to the hospital, not to the graveyard. Correct, no? And hospital bandage they will make. After 1 month they will remove the bandage, then physiotherapy, then slowly walking, then he will start walking brisk and running. But you think that for any reason, if he falls down, gets fracture, then sometimes people take them to graveyard. Is it correct?
Yes. So first of all, I would like to add a DCCO issue because there are 3 components. One is customer, another is banker, and sometimes in big projects, generally CA community also comes in between. So I request everybody, all three are here, For example, you are coming to me for 10 years, one loan, and you are sure that this building will be completed in 2 years. Okay, who stops you that you are telling me, नहीं मेरे को सर 2 years में हो जाएगा, but I want 3 years moratorium. 3 years will be the decision. If you are doing in 1 year also, we do not say anything. If you are coming with commercial products operation, we are starting from that day. That again rescheduling that. So that's why I will request. It is my humble request to everybody, because this DCCU RBI has become little strict. Slowly they are making the stringent norms. So that way I will request, whenever you are going for that, is my suggestion that you, whatever you think, you keep 6 months extra to that. Banker is having no issue at all. They are assessing from their own side. So it is one part. Another, I am coming what restructuring sir has told. Really, the restructuring earlier when I joined the bank, actually we were doing very frequently. But again, since our regulator RBI is slowly, because what was happening, for example, you have taken the loan and if you are not able to repay, you are coming 1 month earlier to me, कि sir ये loan NPA हो जाएगा. Now sir, you just restructure it, and we were doing. And I can tell you, I was in Dubai, there still it is going on. Nair sir, actually it is going on same. In Dubai, loans are restructured. If your loan is going to be NPA tomorrow, you give me 1 page letter only, and it will be restructured 100 times. I don't know there is what rule, because we were not. Because Indian rule, what was there, whichever is a stringent action, this rule is there, that is to be followed. So we, Bank of Baroda, we are struggling there, because we cannot do, because we have to govern RBI rule. But the local banks there, they were doing like this. So restructuring earlier in India was also like that. But what Nayak sir was telling, the same thing is there, that now even banker is also thinking from two sides. They are ready to help also, because if it is a real cause that restructuring is required. But it is, you see, for example, if I am not supporting you, so what will happen? It will be NPA. If I am not supporting, then it will be NPA. But if I am supporting you, then also for 12 months it remains NPA. So from banker side, it has no impact at all. That RBI has bonded. Otherwise, banker is having no issue, because bank has already given money.
But bankers want to make more profit now in books.
No. So, that is, वो तो क्या है, वो नहीं होता sir. वैसे भी, if it will be NPA, I have to reverse this 1 year, that everything. So in both the case, so what I am telling, since RBI has put such a strict norms for the banker is saying what I feel, कि I am not going to get anything. Even I am doing restructuring, then also I am not going to get. Any respite is not there for the banker. Otherwise, in exceptional cases we are doing, but normally if you say now restructuring, RBI has made such a strict stringent norms that bankers have forgotten that any restructuring word is there in banking industry in India. So in extreme cases, for example, we have done in one case in Udupi, so it was very excellent technology, eco wall they are making, but due to COVID, they got stuck and like that. So just recently, I think 10 days, 15 days back only we have done it. But in extreme cases we do, but generally we suggest even borrower also, other routes and all. So many solutions are there. It is not that the banker cannot give the solution. Correct. So bankers are also financial doctors. They are also going, if it's solution they are going to give, they can give so many. Yadi मान लो allopathy is not working, naturopathy, homeopathy, they are having many more solutions.
But you should have sympathy with them.
Yes,
then
we
only
should.
all these pathies will work.
Sure, it should be. Because you see, I have lost my money now. I have already put the money. So certainly bankers should go in that way, I feel. So.
Okay, next Sri Vasant Shetty. Now there is a popular scheme for since many years. PSB banks 59 minutes. Advertisement is so much given. Within 59 minutes loan will be given. But normally what happens is 59 minutes in principle sanction. That is only engagement. Then marriage, when it happens, God only knows. Then bel puri, pani puri, ice cream, all these things, and roaming around the beach, garden, all these places will happen. So marriage, when it will happen, see, this is the problem. So that's why this 59 minutes PSB loans, whether really it is helpful for getting the loan in 59 minutes, because only engagements will happen. There is a saying, what you can say, marriages will happen only after understanding each other. Until then, it will be postponed.
Yes.
So, what is the sanctity of this 59 minutes?
Definitely this 59 minutes loan is not at all helpful to customers. even though what will happen if they upload their application in the site, they will get in principle sanction. After all, so many requirements are there. The requirements they have to submit to the respective bank. If bank is satisfied with the customer's application, then only bank will grant. Otherwise, 59 minutes only for the namesake. In principle, anybody can give. Housing loan and all, just you go to the retail, how we say, they will give the in principle sanction. But yeah, within 20 minutes. So in principle sanction of 59 minutes, it is no use for the customer. Customer have to satisfy all the terms and conditions of the bank with all the document. If bank is satisfied, then only loan will be
But
considered.
that GST loans linked, almost many banks now they have introduced
GST
based
loan.
on your GST returns turnover, straight away 20%, 25%
of the GST.
that they will give. And even if there is no collateral CGTMSC, they cover and that quickly they sanction that I have
Yeah,
seen.
25% of the GST, annual GST, they will give some banks. will
Almost
grant
all the
them.
banks they have, but in different ways. Now our General Manager, Mr. Raja, now digital banking, you are also pioneer. How digital banking helps customers and how digital initiative has facilitated ease of taking loans, like ease of doing business, no? Ease of taking loans. Can you just brief?
Yes, sir. When the proposals are almost of doable or marketable kind, and when the basic documentation, everything is perfect, to extend what our Vasant Shetty sir said, so it is possible to get the loans at the earliest stage through digital process. We also, from Karnataka Bank, we have implemented that, and customers are in a position to get the digital loan sanctioned or loan sanctioned through digital process at the earliest. And but the only thing is, many of the occasions it is not the conclusive sanction, and it will be only 50% or 60%, we should say. The customers have to satisfy some more documentation aspects, some more papers have to be given, but on the face of it, the digital lending process has been very successful and very much accepted by the customers also. And this gives the customers some kind of comfort that I am eligible in the first round, or I am eligible to speed up my processes and get the loans at the earliest. So the digital lending is here to stay, and certainly it will be more helpful if the bankers.
Digital lending is not like Facebook love, no?
Certainly.
Facebook love.
But when the papers and when the financials are very much near to the perfection, then the digital processing of loans will be of very much use for the customers. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Sir,
thank you.
I would like to add something to.
Now we will ask questions from the forum.
With the digital, I'd like to add one more thing. See, actually digital lending, we are having MSME, STP lending, that is straight through process. Actually what's happening is the customer, through him, he will directly apply through the web. But what it will happen is, or through mobile app also, what it will happen is, it will go and hit the GST server, take the turnover details, it will hit the income tax server, take the income tax details and all, then it will assess on its own. Then that will go to the back-end server wherein we are going to sanction, and ultimately he will get the funding. And documentation also is happening through digitally through other system. That means without any intervention of the physical branch, up to 25 lakhs, Union Bank of India is offering loans under digital.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Now, Mr. Amitabh Dixit, Chartered CA Amitabh Dixit, you are our fraternity. I have more affinity for you. But you have to quickly brief and let us go to audience, because if you don't give much time for audience, then they will think that you are scared.
No, of course. So just 30 seconds of this. Of course, it's a proud feeling to be a part of your alma mater. So CA fraternity is a proud feeling to be here. On the digital side, see, we are at the forefront of technology at ICICI Bank, and our digital journeys are designed for all the segments, not only MSMEs. And our digital journeys are end-to-end. So unlike some other places, so our digital journeys would mean that right from culmination or origination of the loan to the execution of documents and even disbursements. So few loans like our Insta PL, which we have a pre-approved offer to largely captive customer base, there our loan gets disbursed to his accounts within 30 seconds. So you click, if it's a pre-approved offer, you click on it, click of 3 buttons, 30 seconds, the amount gets credited to your account.
Not like 59 minutes loan.
No, it is definitely not like
59 seconds loan.
This is a loan in his account in 59 seconds.
Okay.
And similar journeys are available for auto loans and few other loans products for us.
Very nice.
Of course, GST and other loans, MSME loans would take a bit of time in evaluation, but we have a digital journey there also, and a lot of times we've been fortunate enough to disburse loan in space of less than 5 days, 7 days, easily. So MSME side, we are generally a little conservative.
But normally month end you do fast. Month beginning you will take lot of time.
We do at the speed at which you provide
month
us
end target. Okay. Now let us go to our participants. Anybody? Any questions? Please. Quick.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, all.
Your name and what is your question?
My name is Bipin. Sir, my startup is based on one like entertainment sector, like
Continue, no problem.
like while watching, you watch television and all. Like they ask you, like you can't interact with each other, like that. So
here in Amitabh Bachchan, if it is television, we can interact with him.
No, sir. Not like that. Like smell. My startup is on smell. Like you can smell the mud. My idea is based on that, sir.
Okay. So what do you want? It's okay. What do you want from these people?
Help.
What help? Grant, subsidy, loan?
Loans.
Loan.
Yes.
Definitely, they are there to give loan only, but project should be viable, correct, no? So, Moisin, because you are having 5 branches, they have done SBI, exclusive startup branches in India. Let us give a big round of applause to State Bank of India. They have started first startup lending exclusive branch in Koramangala, Bangalore. Now, all over India, 5 branches.
No, sir, there are 19 branches all over
19
India.
branches. Yes. But whether loan is given or only opened branches?
You visit someday, sir, we will let you know.
Okay.
Yes, as sir said, no, if the project is viable, okay, then definitely we will take up the proposal.
Yes, sir.
Yes. You come up with the DPR, okay, and you meet us, we will take it up.
Okay, next question, quick.
Sir, good evening. Sir, here.
Okay. Name and what do you want?
Sir, myself Rakesh. Sir was talking. So the question was regulating exports.
It is not deliberate, no? Since he is asking question. Okay,
Sir, so we are just, sir was talking about exports. And what are the schemes available for export? Let's say I have a confirmed order. Usually we have something called performa invoice, where a buyer is ready with the order, and we need financing for it. And there's a very small amount of time, to procure the goods and ship it.
How much money you want?
Sir, how much? Depending on order, sir. So
no, how much?
5 to 10 lakhs. Let's say a particular
5
order.
10 lakhs, small amount. Any banker will give for export.
No, sir. I want to know that the documentation process, like how far the
5 10 lakhs. Very simple. You take mudra loan and make export. No? Very simple documentation. They don't ask anything. Credit to your account. You make export.
Sir, one more thing was usually this main problem the exporter faces that banks charge this currency rate charges. Usually it will be very high. So which is a better bank you can recommend, sir?
Okay, all banks are good banks, and each person he claimed that he is better. So Ashwini Kumar ji, आप export में आप champion है बोला ना, कैसा champion है बोलिए? थोड़ा जल्दी कीजिए अभी टाइम.
Hello. The quantum, what you told, that is very small, but if
somebody is 5 crore, 10 crores.
No, if big quantum, then certainly we give the better rate. Actually, generally rate is shown on the website also. You can see the exchange rate. We say that because which currency you are going to get the money. For example, either in dirham or in euro or in rupees, dollar. So whatever. So in which currency conversion rate you will see daily. It is on the all banks website is maintained. But if you are having the volume bigger, then certainly if you will go through the bank, you will get the better preferential rate in that.
Okay.
Bank is giving the discount as per the volume, looking to the volume.
Any other person?
Actually, I want to advise you, whenever you are receiving inwards, you just go through the RBI site wherein they have mentioned the reference rate.
Correct.
And what is the plus or minus the particular bank is charging, and you can compare with another bank also.
Okay.
It is always competition driven. So when your volumes are high, people will give you the better rate.
Okay.
And I would like to answer one person who was sitting here. We asked about DPR.
Correct.
So is there?
Yeah.
Okay, if he comes back, then I can answer his
Okay,
question.
then we will ask. Any other question? Yes.
Good evening, gentlemen. So my question is a general banking question. So whenever interest rates goes up in the US, why it correlates here in the Indian markets?
Oh, excellent question. Huh? Anybody can answer? Yes, Amitabh, you are a champion in Forex. Very nice question.
So, this is actually a myth. You look at how many interest cycles increase US has done, and what is the interest that we have increased. You look at the pre-COVID rates in India, you look at the pre-COVID rates in US. We came down to almost 4%. Today we are 6.5%.
That is repo.
Yes, repo. US in this time, there is a differential of only 1.5% now. So US has kept on increasing. We have not. Last few cycles, of course, they've also paused. And trust me,
accommodative stance.
yes, trust me,
by RBI.
even when the rates go down, the downward revision of rates will happen first at India and then at US. So it is always based on the inflation. And naturally, US being the mother economy, the other economies will look up to US to the direction. But it will not always be that US rates decide the fate of other market rates. Our market is largely insulated from what US is doing today. Of course, if our inflation remains high, because inflation is driven by dollar price, inflation is driven by crude price. So that way, if our inflation remains high, we'll have to look at increasing
Not
rates.
like earlier when US sneezes, others get cold. Not now like that.
Not like that at all. Today, if US is into a coma, we may be getting a cold. That is the kind of situation India has developed for itself.
Okay. Any other question? Yes, fast.
Is there any CIBIL score criteria for startup funding?
Yeah, everybody, CIBIL score is a must. So if you have not taken any loan, -1. That -1 means you are not very good, really good.
If anyone wants funding
Yeah.
from village area, he
Yeah.
doesn't have CIBIL score.
Yeah.
What can he do?
Then no problem. Any bank, see, if there is negative CIBIL score, only problem.
If there is no CIBIL score, see, CIBIL score means what is your financial transaction, financial history in your past. If nobody is having any financial, means if a particular organization or a venture is not having any financial history, then we have to do our proper due diligence. We will take the decision based on the merits.
Okay. Then any question? Yes.
I had another question.
हेलो
यस
नहीं इधर से नायक जी इधर इस साइड कह रहा हूँ उनका क्वेश्चन था
नहीं अभी उनका हाँ अभी इसका बाद में हाइट ही है जब भी पूछने दो
नहीं जस्ट कह देता हूँ क्या है कि ये -1 में आपने भी बोल दिया ना कि नॉट रियली एक्चुअली -1 में वाई बैंकर्स आर सेइंग कि ये -1 है क्या है बिकॉज यू हैव नॉट banker is not confident.
एग्जाम ही नहीं दिया है फिर
ऐसा. If you will take first loan, then what will happen? So I will suggest better if you are planning at least take one small gold loan. 10,000, 20,000 का भी उसको time से pay कर दो 5 दिन बाद भी you will have something there favorable.
Okay, good. Next.
So actually, when you compare US markets in the corporate loans segment, so in India, there's basically when a corporate wants to raise some funds through a corporate bond, so retail investors are totally, they can't, they are restricted to some extent. So whereas in the US markets, it's like in the corporate sector, in corporate bond sector, it's like total all investors can go and go, all retail investors go and invest.
Now I think better we will restrict out of syllabus question है. ये अभी MSME का बारे में किसी का ही तो अभी yes MSME next. हाँ yes MSME only.
Yes.
Syllabus is MSME and startup.
Good evening, gentlemen. So my name is Sanat. My question is that when people with a higher profile go to banks asking for loans, they get at lower rates. But people with the lower profile, they get the loans at a very higher rate. So why are both the people are not treated equally?
What I suggest you become higher profile. That's it. No, I'll tell you.
Nitin, you answer. 1 minute. Nitin, that is not, I don't think.
No, I didn't get your question actually. What is it?
No, people with high net worth, you give at lower. Now Reliance, you give low rate. If I come, you will charge more. That's all.
Okay, because he has multiple options, right? Reliance has 10 banks, 20 banks who are ready to lend him. But me as
even Malya also, many banks have lent.
Yeah, they have lent
in a large scale.
They have burned their fingers. But the common man, he has less options because he has not proved himself in the market. He is very new to the market. So he will not have any options to take a loan.
Any other question? Fast, because time is getting up.
Sir, how higher rate of interest will help him, sir?
Whom?
Like the person who has...
No, he will not take higher rate of interest. If Bank of Maharashtra...
You go to, now see, 7 bankers are there. Whoever quotes less, you go to them.
Yes, thank you, sir.
I'll add a small point. See, please understand, banks, of course, are required to help you. But at the same time, anybody who wants to help any other person needs to help himself. You want banks to lend at a very low rate of interest, not earn any profit, accumulate NPAs and go bad, then your money will only go. Right? So if I lend at a reasonable rate of interest where I am supposed to make money, then at the end of the day, I will be able to lend more. The more money I make as a bank, the more lending I do as a bank. Also, please understand, at each profile, there's a risk perception, right? At each profile, there's a perceived NPA level, overall percentages. Of course, these are very famous and good examples to give. For every Vijay Mallya who has run away, there's a Tata who stayed in the country, no? So let's talk about Tata's as well. Let's talk about Reliance as well. They've also stayed in the country. They were lent money at a very low rate of interest. They have stayed, right? So we need to do risk-based assessment based on profiles. Profiles of certain class have higher NPA ratios. Hence, their rate of interest would be slightly higher. That's about it.
Okay, Kannada ರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವ ಅಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಪಾಪ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗಬಹುದು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು
Hello sir.
Sir. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿಯಾ
Sir.
Good evening, sir.
ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ
I am an entrepreneur under Digital India. And moreover, I have a MSc in registration since last 4 years. My problem, vocal for local. Actually, there is no proper advertisement for our products. So even though I made my own MSc.
Morning you attended branding and marketing session of Kenny Mendonça.
Sorry, sir, I could not attend.
Oh, then you have to talk to him. Okay, continue.
So my problem is, I have started my own MSME under self-funding.
Okay.
Since last 4 years. I have many products, but there is no proper support for marketing.
You want money or you are market?
I have money, but there is no.
You are marketing.
Yeah.
They are doing only credit marketing now.
No, sir. I am asking you, sir.
So now see, marketing, now I will see very simple. Marketing means first you should know what is your product. Now you could have kept one stall in our MSME conclave. So automatically marketing would have been done. How, see, just you are sitting in your home, they tell that I want to make marketing, nobody is coming to me. See, if you can't, if people don't reach you, you should reach people. There should be, there are lot of social media ads at very cheaper rate from where you can do the marketing also. Correct, no? Huh? Yeah, publicity is a must. Without publicity, nothing will happen. Okay, next, any questions?
Sir, I am Samyak Jain from Alwas. Sir, I have a question to entire panelist. Sir, why you have not discussed about any examples by giving SME schemes, successful entrepreneur schemes? MSME schemes, sir.
Successful MSME schemes, if
Means
you want to
as
take
an entrepreneur, one who became by taking MSME
Let
schemes.
me answer your question. See, I'll quote one of example in one of the branch which I worked. There were two brothers. Actually, I was just in the branch doing some work. One person came in front of me. From top to bottom, it's an industrial branch. From top to bottom, he is covered in oil. I thought he may be some labor. First time he asked me some statement, I gave it. Next, after 2-3 days, again he came. I was curious. I just said, "Arey, you are coming to the bank, at least come in a little bit proper manner. Why you are coming like this?" "Sir, I was doing some work. Suddenly I came." Then I was telling him, "Arey, at least you can do some proper this thing." But no, sir, we don't have such much of time. Then when I inquired further, they told me that he is owner of that particular firm. And that particular firm, I am telling you a story of 2007. At that particular point of time, they were enjoying a limits of 35 lakh rupees. Today, they are enjoying a 2.5 crore of limits, and their total turnover is 10 crore. That means, what is the level of commitment you are having towards your firm? What kind of work you are doing? Nowadays, what we want to enjoy the life. I want to buy a big car. I want to live in a big house. No, and I want to, everybody should come and serve me. That is the feeling I am having as an entrepreneur. But that particular point of time, in 2007, that two brothers, they were toiling morning to evening in the industry, making some rubber products. All their hands all become black. No, that kind of hard work if it does, today they are enjoying big bungalow, luxury car, Krista, something like that. And they are doing wonderful job. So this is the commitment any entrepreneur should have. Just a while ago, I spoke about the Nari Shakti, and at that time, I think everybody heard about taking 1 crore of loan. I think nobody heard what I said, that you should have an idea wherein by investing 1 crore, you should make the repayment for the bank and also earn for yourself, earn for your employees, earn for your tenant, and earn for everyone, earn for your family. That is what an entrepreneur should do, and that is what that thought process should be there for every entrepreneur.
Okay, last question. Over. Next, last question. Yes, here. Here.
Good evening, esteemed panelists. Just simple.
You should introduce yourself.
My name is Akshay Alwa.
What you are doing?
We run a corporate law firm in Mangalore, sir.
Okay.
So just out of curiosity, I'm asking, sir.
You want to set up office?
No, we have.
Okay.
Okay, sir. So just out of curiosity, I'm asking, sir.
Okay.
Like sometimes, not as a lawyer, as a onlooker or as a layman, it all looks like an urban phenomenon. So just out of curiosity, all these schemes being rolled out, sir, how's the penetration in rural Dakshina Kannada or rural Karnataka?
Gramina banks are there now.
Sir, even nationalized banks are there. We are there in every corner of this Dakshina Kannada. Total in Dakshina Kannada, there are total 650 plus bank branches are there, including all.
Shall I cover? See, PMEGP loans is there, no?
Yeah.
This PMEGP loan is the superb scheme. Vasan Shetty ಹೇಳಿ ಅದು PMEGP ಲೋನ್ ಈಗ ಲೇಟೆಸ್ಟ್
PMEGP ಅಪ್ ಟು 50 lakhs ವರೆಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರಿಂಗ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಗೆ ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆದ್ರೆ 20 lakhs ವರೆಗೆ ಕೊಡಬಹುದು. 18 years ಏಜ್ 8th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು ನಿಮಗೆ. ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸರ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಕೀಮ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಓನ್ಲಿ 5% ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ರೂರಲ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಅದು ಅದರ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಮೈನಾರಿಟಿ SC ST 5% ಮಾರ್ಜಿನ್, ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ 10% ಮಾರ್ಜಿನ್. In case of urban places,
plus subsidy also you will get. Rural area additional subsidy.
Rural
up to
35% and urban area 25% subsidy.
I think let us close the discussion because next this our evening award ceremony.
SS Nayak sir, actually every question came and we discussed. We didn't discuss about startup. I want to say a few things about startup, one or two things.
Okay.
With respect to startups, see, everyone think that mine is a startup. Like any industry or any unit is a startup, but to categorize it as a startup, it has to be registered with that
DPIIT portal.
DPIIT portal. And second thing is, if any startup, if they are into research and development and all, they are not going to get any support from the bank. When they will get the support from the bank, because that person
only
was
after commercialization of the product.
He was telling about something about smell.
So if he has identified how he is going to commercialize it.
Because bankers cannot smell startups. Correct, no? Okay.
Sir, sir,
Only
what I am trying to
incubators
tell
can
is,
smell
what I am trying to tell is, your product should be commercially operationalized and bankers should perceive that you are going to generate income out of it. Then only banks will fund. Otherwise, you have to look into other forms of funding like venture capital or from the support from the government.
Correct. Now, I think all participants, how was the rating of our panelists? If it is good, you can give 5 claps. If it is not good, then only 1 clap. Oh, excellent rating you have given, best rating. Rate of interest will be less. Okay, very nice. Now, the question will arise, which bank to know? 7 banks are there, they are in competition. Correct, no? Now here 7, there are many banks. Earlier 19 nationalized banks were there, 1969, 14 banks got nationalized, 1980, 6 banks got nationalized, then New Bank of India merged with Punjab National Bank, then there are 19 banks, lot of banks were under stress, PCA, now there are 12 banks, nationalized banks. There are competitions between nationalized bank, private banks, new generation banks, all these are there. In spite of that, banks, there is fantastic, India is a very good place, both for bankers as well as customers also. The facilitation is excellent here. Ifs and buts everywhere it is there, but for that, let's applaud all the bankers for helping and supporting this MSME entrepreneurs in a big way. And if you are really good, if you are 1 step ahead, they will be always 2 steps ahead. That's with that small note. Last I will tell. So, how to take loan? From whom to take loan? See, some banks, they will publicize only car loan, housing loan. Some banks, they make MSME loans, publicity. Some banks only deposits. Now some new generation banks, that bank, this bank, SB account 7.5%, that, this. Don't get carried away by these banks. During your difficult times, who is going to support? You should have a vision. With such banks only you should deal. For that there is a beautiful Subhashita. Re re chataka mitra savadana masa kshanam shruyatam ambodaha bahavai santi sarvepi naitadrishaha yam yam pasyasi tasya tasya purataha ma bruhi dinam vachaha. The meaning of this is re re chataka. See, when there is no rainfall, chataka bird, it will always pray for rain. It will go to every cloud and ask, please give me rain, please give me rain, please. But no cloud will give rain. Gudugu bartade, minchu bartade, male illa. Shabda matra. Correct, no? Shanam shruyatam. Listen. Ambodaha bahavai santi. Akashadalli tumba moda ide. Lot of clouds are there. Not are alike. There are many banks, they are not alike. Sarvepi naitadrishaha. Yam yam pasyasi tasya tasya purataha ma bruhi dinam vachaha. Don't go to every bank and ask your proposal. They will check the CIBIL and you will spoil. Get the CIBIL, get spoiled. That's why you should go to only such banks who are competent and you are capable of listening to your credit applications and expeditiously they dispose. I think all our 7 banks, they have come forward, they have given sponsorship and they are listening to with both the ears and both the eyes. They are giving a lot of importance for MSMEs. Let's give a standing ovation for all these bankers for supporting this MSME sector through this banking ecosystem, and we hope this continue, the relationship between ಹಾಲು ಜೇನಿನಂತ ಒಂದು ಈ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇನ್ನು ಮುಂದೆ ಕೂಡ ಚಿರಾಯುವಾಗಿ ಆಗಲಿ. Let our GDP grow in terms and let our country be $5 trillion economy shortly, and let ours be 3rd largest economy in the world soon, by at least by 2030. With this small note, let us congratulate and let us honor all our MSME town hall
experts. Over to Yashaswini.
So that was indeed a wonderful panel discussion with eminent resource persons, eminent and seasoned bankers from seven different banks. So let's hear it once again for the wonderful knowledge, the experience that they have, and for all the support that they have extended to their customers. So it was possible for them to clarify your doubts only because of the years of knowledge, years of gain of knowledge that they have. So thank you once again for being part of this panel discussion, and thank you CSS Naik sir for wonderfully moderating this session, because otherwise having so many people around, it's not easy to manage the talented. So you've been a talented person, an eminent person who's directed this panel discussion in the right direction. Thank you once again, everyone. I now request CA Gautam Naik to present a token of gratitude and memento. And CA Anant Padmanabha sir, the past chairman of Mangalore branch of SIRC of ICAI, to present a memento. I also request CA Prashant Pai sir, the secretary of Mangalore branch of SIRC, to present a memento to... I request CA Prasanna Shanai sir, the immediate past chairman, to kindly come over to the desk to present mementos to our panelists. Shri Mahesha J, the DGM and RH of Union Bank of India, Mangalore. Union Bank has also been our main sponsor. Good people to bank with. Let's hear a round of applause to Shri Mahesha J. Shri Mohsin S. Beg, Chief Manager, Business Development, SME, State Bank of India. They have been the golden sponsors for our conclave today. Shri Mohsin S. Beg, the Chief Manager, Business Development, SME Department, SBI. Shri Nitin Rudrappa Kumbar, AGM Credit, Bank of Maharashtra, HO, Pune. So it's come all the way from Pune to address our delegates. It was indeed a pleasure to have you with us today, sir. Shri Ashwini Kumar, DGM Network, Bank of Baroda, Zonal Office, Mangaluru. Shri Vasant Shetty, ex-regional head. Shri Ashwini Kumar, DGM Network, Bank of Baroda, ZO, Mangaluru. Shri Vasant Shetty, ex-regional head, Canara Bank, RO, Mangalore. Shri Vasant Shetty, sir, the ex-regional head, Canara Bank, RO, Mangalore, a seasoned banker with a lot of experience, and your words of wisdom indeed has added a lot of information to all our delegates. Shri Raja BS, General Manager, Karnataka Bank. Shri Abhitab Dikshit, Zonal Manager, ICICI Bank, ZO, Mangalore. ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟೋಫರ್ ಇದು ಉಂಟು. So Shri Christopher, Regional Head Retail, ICICI Bank Mangaluru, was also present with us as part of ICICI. So thank you Amitabh sir for also being part of this panel discussion. He'll also be our chief guest during the award ceremony. Yeah.
Let us hold all this one because in unity and solidarity of our banking discussion.
So this is a merger of all, looks like a merger of all the banks here. So we have Union Bank, State Bank of India, Karnataka Bank, ICICI Bank, Canara Bank, Bank of Baroda. So people representing all the banks and their knowledge and their experience has added a lot of glory and success to this event. Thank you once again to this entire team for being a part of this panel discussion.
MTR ಮಸಾಲೆಗಳು ಯಾಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿದೆ? ಇದರಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಬ್ಯಾಡ್ಗಿಯಿಂದ ಆಯ್ದು ತಂದ ಮೆಣಸಿನಕಾಯಿ, ರಾಜಸ್ಥಾನದ ಸಖತ್ ಜೀರಿಗೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಧನಿಯಾಗಳಿಂದಾಗಿ, 28ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಚೆಕ್ಸ್ಗಳಿಂದಾಗಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸಾಂಪ್ರದಾಯಿಕ ರೆಸಿಪಿಗಳಿಂದಾಗಿ, ಹಾಗೂ ಎಲ್ಲಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಅತಿ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾದ ವಿಷಯ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೈಯ ಜಾದುವಿನಿಂದಾಗಿ. MTR, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೈರುಚಿಯ ಗುಟ್ಟು.
ಸುಂದರವಾದ ಮನೆಯನ್ನು ಹೊಂದುವ ಆಸೆ, ಆದರೆ ಸಾಲ ಸಿಗುತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಉತ್ತಮ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಪಡೆಯುವ ಆಸೆ, ಆದರೆ ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ. ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ನಿತ್ಯ ಅಲೆದಾಟ, ಆದರೆ ಸಾಲ ಪಡೆಯಲು ಮಾತ್ರ ಪರದಾಟ. ಈ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳ ನಿವಾರಣೆಗಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಿದೆ ಮಾತಾ ಗೃಹ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಕೋಆಪರೇಟಿವ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಗ್ರಾಹಕರಿಗೆ ಮನೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಒದಗಿಸುವ ಧ್ಯೇಯದೊಂದಿಗೆ ಆಕರ್ಷಕ ಬಡ್ಡಿ ದರದಲ್ಲಿ ದೀರ್ಘ